fans, and welcome to our Coach's Corner for September 14th. I'm joined by head women's soccer coach Eric Faulconer to talk about his team's best start in school history. 3-0-1 are the Pirates. And Coach, this week you had one game that was not close. You had one game that went to overtime, and you had one physical game. Talk about your 3 games this week and how you feel the Pirates fared.
Well, Wednesday we played Brewton Parker, and I think that the best thing that came out of that game was we got a lot of different goals from some different people. I think it built a lot of confidence. We had some really good goals in that game, and we were real pleased with that. And we felt like we were on the verge of scoring a lot of goals. We felt we created a lot of chances down in South Florida, but we weren't finishing. So it was important. We really stressed that we wanted to finish our chances, and we did so. And I think that really paid off this weekend. Going into conference at Lander, and as you know, Chad, last year we were able to sneak out the semifinal with a last-second goal and win 2-1 in regulation, and they had circled this as being a huge game for them. So going up there, we got off to a great start. I thought we were really in control of the first half and up 2-0, and then the second half, which I thought Lander would do, they came back out there and scored a quick goal in the second half. And that's one of the things you just don't want to give up in soccer. We gave up a goal within the first 5 minutes of the second half, and momentum kind of switched, and we were on our heels a little bit. But we were able to kind of ride out that storm and then get into overtime, and Christina Pascotti scored a nice goal to give us a huge road win in conference to open up. And then that second game, in a weekend, with a day's rest, playing at Tusculum, a place we've never won, a team we've never beaten. Yesterday was very physical, but we played extremely well in the first half. It kind of looked like how we played against Lynn in our first game. We possessed the ball really well. We were getting shots. They were really struggling offensively. Got up 3-0, and that third goal was huge because we didn't play well in the second half. We were a little bit flat. And Tusculum's a good team. I think they're going to do well this year in their conference. They ramped it up on us, and we kind of held them and got the fourth goal, and that kind of broke their spirit, and they were able to tuck one in late. But, yeah, different games all around, but we're pleased with where we're at right now.
Now, Coach, you have started off very strongly in your first half of every one of your matches this season. But in the second half, there's been a little bit of a let-up. What are you going to do either in practice or with your team to combat that and maybe change that?
It's funny, the last year we were a second-half team. We struggled out of the gate and didn't play well in the first half, and we couldn't quite get a finger on that. But the second half, we were dominant. This year, it's been a total opposite, so it's kind of frustrating. We've played some of the best soccer we've ever played in this program in the first halves of games, and we've gotten out to leads. And, at least yesterday we were able to protect that lead, even though they put us under a lot of pressure. But in the Lander game, we were up 2-0 and gave up the lead and ended up having to go to overtime. So Florida Southern, we're up 1-0 with only 10 minutes left and didn't play particularly well in the second half and gave up a goal. I don't know if it's a mental thing. It could be a fitness related. We are playing a lot of players, so you hope that that's not the case because we feel like we go pretty deep in our roster. But we're going to work on it. It's something we could be fixed, obviously. We know what we're potentially able to do. We've defended really, really well. If you look at the last 4 games in the first half, we've held teams to 0-0-0 and 2 shots over the first half. But in the second half, it changes. And we get away from what we're doing well. And we panic a little bit, trying to protect the lead. So we're going to work on that in training, work on some scenarios, how to finish out a game. If we can do that, Chad, I think we're going to be in really good shape.
Now, on your first home game against Brewton Parker on Wednesday, a great moment for your program as Armstrong Atlantic was awarded their championship rings for the Peach Bowl Conference Tournament Championship. University President Dr. Linda Blyken was here with Director of Athletics Andy Carter to hand out those rings in a pre-match ceremony. Talk about what that means to your program.
Well, we've always set our goal from the moment we have arrived. We want to win championships. We want to win our conference championship. We want to go into the NCAA tournament and ultimately compete for a national title, and that's always been our goal. We set that every year. And we were really, really close. We had played in the Peach Belt Tournament final several times, and it just never worked out our way. And last year we were able to accomplish that. So it's great that the school would recognize our players for that accomplishment. A ring kind of remind you of what you're able to do, but I also think it's incentive. The players would like to get another one, and the players that don't have one, we're looking at them, and and they really wanted to get one this year. So we're going to make it that our goal. But it's a nice recognition. But that's last year, and we put it. I told them after the game, I said, you can put that away for now, because right now we're trying to accomplish achieving a couple more championships this season.
Now this week is a light week. You only have one match on the schedule. You go to Clayton State on Saturday to face the Lakers. Talk about what you're going to hope to get done this week.
Well, we're on the road again, and the conference schedule has put us on the road pretty much the whole month of September, and it wears you down a little bit, so that's a concern. And last time we were up in Morrow, Georgia, 2 years ago, it took overtime in a game where we felt like we were the better team, but Clayton State was very well organized, and I expect it'll be the same way. And so we're going to have to play well. They have a very dangerous forward up top who's off to a great start that we're going to have to be accountable for. But we feel like if we can play our game going into there, hopefully we can continue what we've been doing so far this season.
All right, well, congratulations on the quick start. Pirates 3-0-1, ranked 16th in the NCAA rankings. And we will talk to you next week after the Pirates take on Clayton State this Saturday.
Thanks, Jeff.